Alright, do it.
I'm doing the intro?
Yep, go.
Okay. What is up, YouTube? Purple 5 here, Purple 5 Productions. You're watching Purple 5 Podcast. Joined here by GTR Knox, and he changed his name for the YouTube to be there. I've got a bowl of watermelon with me right here, and today's topic is gonna be gaming
big one?
and more.
A big one.
It's a big one. It's
It's
a big one.
we were playing on this
Episode 5
one.
had to be special for the Purple 5 Podcast.
This had to, like, we were planning on this to be episode 100, guys. That's why we didn't, like, we're doing all the big ones first. That's why we have this thing called, like, each 9 episodes we're gonna have something about it. Like, these upcoming ones, I can't tell you. Well, yeah, I said it in last stream podcast. It's these ones. Alright, so
Ones coming
episode
up after this episode are all
is
connected.
versus. The build up to episode 15, which I'm not going to talk about. I'm not going to say what it is.
Right.
Well, basically, it goes up to episode 19.
Yeah.
Like, episode 15 is the big one. The big one. So, games, man, and consoles. No, we're not going to... Alright, this is just a disclaimer. I know this is going to be, like, weird because we're already in, like, intro and all that. But, like, we're not going to be talking bad about games or anything. We're going to say our personal experiences with them. But we're going to talk about good about PC, Switch. Because I have a Switch. I can. And Xbox, PC. Yeah, I already said PC
Can you
and
hear me still
PlayStation.
right
Yeah,
now?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I got my draw bar on the
He's eating some
audio
watermelon.
so I can, like, adjust how it is.
He's eating some watermelon, cuz.
Yep, I got a big old bowl of watermelon here.
Yes, sir, skis. Alright, so, look, man. Games, like, woohoo! Woohoo!
Everybody loves video games unless you're old.
Unless you're, like, just weird. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Little
everyone gotta
jab
play
at the
video
boomers.
games. Everyone always has to play video games, bro. Even, like, old people had to
Video
been
games
when
are
they were
awesome.
younger.
Like, it's
Yeah.
a great time to be alive.
Yeah, to be honest. I can't really imagine, like, the next 4 generations. Like, what games are gonna be.
They'll
Fortnite,
melt the earth by then.
Chapter 10, Season 12. What's going on? Warzone Season
Season 100.
Season 26.
So, about games, if you want to have anything to start it off, I have a pretty big story on what got me into games and how I actually got into it and how it evolved.
I have a story how I got
What
into
did-
the games, too.
Sure, go ahead, you can lead.
Alright, well, so this is all at my old house, at my mom's side, not my dad's side. My dad's side, I was like, at this point, when I didn't know about games, I used to like just ride four-wheelers every day, just be a country boy. And so I came to, until, I was at my mom's, at my old house, where like, a lot of kids are there, and like, I had no console. Well, basically, I did, but it was my uncle's, he had an Xbox 360. He was 16, he was living with us. He had an Xbox 360, but I didn't play it. I was always on my iPad downstairs, just watching YouTube. When I go in there, I'd like, I don't know, like I would never go in there. I'd just always watch YouTube, down on the couch with my boxer, Emmett, our dog, and
Yeah.
when when my friend moved in from school, he was my neighbor. Like 5 of my friends were my neighbors, and it was like the best feeling ever. Like I got all my 5 best friends as a neighbor. Like that was sick. So I stayed the night at my friend's house, and like I was like in 2nd grade at this time. No, I was in 1st or 2nd grade, and I went over to his house, and I was like, because all my friends at the time, I didn't play video games. I watched YouTube on my iPad and stuff. Played like games on. No, I played. I just used to always watch YouTube. And I went over to my friend's house, and he had an Xbox 360, and that's all he would play. So I went up there to his room. He had an Xbox, and he said, "Hey, do you want to play?" Because he's 2 years younger than me. Actually, he was in probably I think 1st grade. No, yeah, 1st grade, and he showed me his Xbox 360, and I was like, "Holy crap, that's cool!" So yeah, Devin, I started on an Xbox and went to a PlayStation. I was like, how your story went when you started off. Like, I ain't gonna
That's
get too
interesting.
yeah, I started off on an
That's
Xbox.
interesting, really.
Yeah, my friend played GTA 5 actually. And I was like, holy crap, that's cool, because I always thought it was cool when I ride around in the car and all that. And it was really cool. And then but that was the second game. The first game I've ever played, when I went to his house, he had 2 controllers, we played together. I said, I don't know how to play this thing, because I always had an iPad. And we played Left 4 Dead, and that's how I knew what Left 4 Dead was. And
Nice.
that was my first ever game, Left 4 Dead 2. And that's always gonna be my favorite game. My first ever game, my favorite game. And I told my mom about it when I went the next day. I just walked over because we're neighbors, and I told my mom, I was like, I'm not gonna say the name because that's just rude. And I still talk to the dude till this day. He lives in Cadiz. He lives 15 minutes away from me. I shouldn't have said that, but yeah.
We're new on the
We did
location
two.
thing.
We did 2 controllers. I played Left 4 Dead, and I didn't know how to play. By the end of it, it was like 2 hours. I was like, holy crap, I love it. So I told my mom for Christmas. I told my mom I wanted for Christmas. I said, Mom, can I was like, well, I was like 2nd grade. So I said, Mommy, can I please have an Xbox 360 for Christmas? And she said, maybe, if Santa will bring it. So I waited till Christmas, got the Xbox 360. And I told her about the game I wanted. And guess what I got for Christmas? Xbox 360, Left 4 Dead with one like cool controller. It was I forget what it was
She
called.
let you have a
Xbox
she let you have
360.
Left 4 Dead in like 2nd grade.
Yeah. It's because I lied to her saying it was like a fun, cool game that was on the iPad.
Left
And-
4 Dead. That's a fun, family-oriented game.
And I got the Xbox, plugged it in, and yeah, that's how I started. I started playing Left 4 Dead
Nice.
every single day until GTA 5 came out. I went over to my friend's. He had GTA 5. He was always stacked on games because his dad was a very like gamer. He was popping. His name, I ain't gonna say his name, but he had GTA 5, and he actually had another one that was a mod because he got a PC when I had an Xbox, and he played on his dad's PC, and he gave me Xbox. He gave me the GTA 5 for free. And I plugged it in. I was like, oh yeah. And I was like, oh. And I told my uncle, Jake, this is the game that I played with my friends with the cars. And he was like, oh, cool, buddy. Because he used to play Modern Warfare 2 and all that crap. He was a Call of Duty Black Ops 2 guy and all that. And yeah, I played GTA. Then Left 4 Dead, the new Left 4 Dead came out, 2000, no, I just found out these, because my friend got the Left 4 Dead 2. No, it was Left 4 Dead 4. I don't know what it was. But it was Left 4 Dead 2, and then there was another one. Left 4 Dead 3, I don't know. But I got that one. I was like, oh, it's the same game, but like different characters and like different map. And I got to play that, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is my favorite game. It was either that or GTA 5. Then I started playing that. Then 2017 came around to the corner. Then I asked for a PS4 for Christmas, and I got a PS4, and that's when I switched to PlayStation. And this was when I was like big head gaming, but like I always played Left 4 Dead, Call of Duty, and GTA.
Big brain.
Yeah, I was
brain
always playing GTA, Left 4 Dead, and Call of Duty. And when October 2017, no, November actually, 2017, went on my app store, saw Fortnite. I was like, ooh, interesting game. So I played it on my iPad, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then I said, I wonder if this was on the PlayStation. So I went to my PlayStation 4, looked on the store, I typed in Fortnite. Basically I typed in Fortnite. It popped up. I was like, oh, I jumped out of my seat because I enjoyed it on the iPad. And this is old Fortnite. Old Fortnite was awesome. And yeah, there was no sweats in the game. It was just perfect, nice and chill. I loved that game. And I told myself Fortnite was the best game ever. I was so excited. I thought that day when I played it, I thought it was literally like the first week when I played it, I thought it was better than Left 4 Dead, GTA, and all of that. And I switched to PlayStation. If it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for me gaming, I'd probably just be having an Xbox 360 chilling still. What was I gonna say? Yeah, that's when I switched to Fortnite and all these cool games. And when 2018 hit, I used to always I'd go to Grandma's once in a while and play all these games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, Madden, and all that. Then 2019, Fortnite and all that, and Call of Duty. And now I play a lot of Call of Duty, and this is the time where it's like not emotional, but I've been playing Fortnite 2017 to 2021, so 18, 19, 20, 21, 4 years in a row, and I quit Fortnite after 4 years, and that's it's emotional. 4 year game in a like I played every single day for 4 years, and I quit it, and that was like the hardest day. I was like, wow. Like I get like when I quit that game, I looked at the lobby. I was like, wow, you'll never be the same. And I got off Fortnite, quit, went on Warzone. After I said that.
Why did you though?
Because it's not like there's so many sweats. People try hard in that game.
Yeah.
Like it's not fun. It's like not fun no more.
It's okay to be good at a game. It's okay to be good at a game, but like that does ruin the gaming experience.
People try too hard. Like just have fun.
Right.
Like back in the day, 2017.
Like Call of Duty.
Like 2017 and all that. Like it was like so chill. Like people barely knew how to build. It was like no building basically. All these cool dances, all these cool skins, and now Fortnite has nothing to do but just get celebrities in the game because they have no money. And they ran out of, and that's another thing, they ran out of options to put stuff in the game. And that's why I switched to Warzone, and I'm probably, like, Warzone's starting to get try-hardy too. So, like, once future seasons come.
As soon as there's a new game anywhere, there's gonna be try-hards.
Oh, yeah. So, like, I don't know, I really think right now Warzone's like way better than Fortnite, but like I still get these times where like dang, if I never went to PS4 or PS5 or PS4 then PS5, and if I had the Xbox 360, I'd still be playing GTA 5 and Left 4 Dead till this day. But my uncle always taught me. My uncle always like told me to get into these games, so I did and found out all these other games. So it's basically my uncle's fault for getting me in all these other games. And here's another thing too. I remember actually on my uncle's Xbox 360, he had Halo, and I played it. He had Gears too. When he was in high school, Gears was popping back then, and I played it too. It was like old Gears though. Yeah. Then I got to play it on there. I changed my avatar. I remember all the time when on my Xbox 360 characters, I'd have like so many of them, and all of the other ones would be sleeping, and I'd click on the one that was my main. It was so awesome.
Dude,
Left 4
that's
Dead.
Nostalgic.
I miss
That's
it, dude.
nostalgia right there.
I miss it.
I remember that.
Yeah, I miss it. That's why I always wanted the Xbox. That's why I always say I want the Xbox 360 again, because it just brings. If I get that thing and bring back so many memories, play Left 4 Dead. Yeah.
You know what? I think even on the 360 updates did away with that sleeping thing. Like it's not exactly the same.
Yeah. I have videos of me playing on the 360 too. Dude, I still have that controller. That controller on my bed was like at least 8 years old. Like it's 8 years. Like I had that controller for 8 years, and of course when we got like so many, like when we got 3 dogs, had my Xbox 360 on the thing, and they kept pushing it off and everything. So I got mad. I freaking pushed him. And I went downstairs, and he literally peed on it, and I was done. I got so mad. I punched a wall and everything. I was like, my Xbox 360 that I had since I was 5 years old is gone. I was like, wow, that was history too. I had that first ever console ruined by dogs. Come on.
Yeah. I mean,
that's why I wanted
to notice that like a lot of your story actually kind of fits into like how mine was.
Yeah, like you
like
had a
you
had a PlayStation switch over to Xbox. I had an Xbox switch over to PlayStation. Actually, this is how it went.
Right?
No, I have a PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, but this is how it actually went though. I had an Xbox 360. Then after the Xbox 360, I asked for Christmas. Actually, I actually wanted Xbox One, and then I got the Xbox One. Then went to PS4. Then went to PS5. I got the Xbox One at 2017. I switched to PS4 2019. Then got the PS5 2021.
Nice.
Yeah, that's based on my story, and I have other stories. No, I don't have other stories. I'm just gonna talk about other games. That's it. That was my story about gaming.
Cool. Well, there goes mine. So, I was the same way. Before I had a console, I used to ride my bike all through town, and like, even from a really young age, like just being on a pedal bike, going through town. There was a Dairy Queen. I knew every road in the town that I grew up in, which is actually not the town that I'm in now. and it was so much better. You know, you could go through and just see all the people, and like people would wave at you and stuff. Like you couldn't do that everywhere. And that's what I did. I was mostly outside till my first console was actually a PlayStation 2. Whenever my sister would get like a cell phone for Christmas, uh, it would, yeah, she got a cell phone, I got a PlayStation 2. And on this PlayStation 2, I had some kind of Spider-Man game, like really old one. I can't name the years like you do, but I wasn't ready for that. So Chelsea would she would get a cell phone, and I got a PlayStation 2, which is actually like it turned out for the best. Like I came up the gamer, and I mean, she got a computer, and about this time, uh, well, my gaming story really started with it was PlayStation 2 first, and before what really big happened, me and my dad actually built a PC. So, I mean, I helped him build it. So, I was playing Tekken 2 with my dad, and he would always be the samurai guy, kind of robotic samurai. He would always do the helicopter move, and I couldn't really do nothing because the dude I picked, it was like big buff metal arms dude. And just good memories. On the PC, I would play Minesweeper, and there was this beach, like a beach game that you were a turret looking at the beach, and ships would come in 4 at a time or something, and like they would give off troops, and at the time that they gave off troops, you had a double-ended or a double-sided machine gun. It would fire one at a time, like doof, 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 and it was awesome. And then like when tanks came up, you had a rocket launcher. There would be planes dropping crates and different stuff like tanks, armored or APCs. Little APC tank came up and then dropped off troops even closer. And it was just, I think I played Quake 2 as well. And that was a scary game. That was my first scary game. And like I remember like there was like littler monsters maybe, and I got really scared whenever there was another monster, and I paused it, and it just freezes the whole game. So this monster was like on the right side of the screen right next to me. And I left it there for so long because I was too afraid to start it back up. And yeah, good memories. And turning point for my console war. See, at this point there was no console wars for me. I had a PlayStation 2. I played Tekken, and like actually at my stepmother's so my step grandmother, she had a PlayStation 1, and we played like some baseball games on it, and which is really all we did on it.
Yeah.
And so when I was about, I can't even tell, 8, 9, or 10, on Christmas Eve, I had a medical episode where, you know, I remember bits and pieces of it. I walked into my parents' room, and I was like, you know, I was out of it, and I just asked if I could sleep with them. I would like throw up and pass out.
Hey, you cut it out. I heard you say throw up and pass out. That's it.
Okay, well, I didn't say much more.
Alright.
So,
Continue.
after that, they took me to the hospital, and they found out that I had a brain tumor. And they sent me to a very good, very great medical, or like a children's hospital. And my parents got the question asked that they can either meet the surgeon or the surgeon can do it. Of course, they said that they wanted the surgery. So I had a teratoma tumor removed. Go ahead and look that up if you want.
Alright.
It was right on the base of my brain. So they
Did it hurt when you woke up?
No, but I tell you what, not being able to touch the stitches as they like itched, that was yeah. That was pain. That wasn't pain, but it was just irritation.
Did it hurt when they had to take it
They
off?
had my head wrapped up and everything, and like they said, you can watch TV, you can eat, you can drink, you can do anything you want, but you can't touch the gauze on your head. And I'd just be sitting there and like, whenever you get like a hard question and you reach up and scratch your head, god dang, that's like all day long. And they took me to a children's hospital and phenomenal. Like everything came out absolutely better than I could have hoped. Anybody, really. Because when I went in, I think I was actually like medically malnourished. I had a horrible metabolism in the fact that I couldn't like absorb the food or not absorb the nutrients, so I was like skinny. And after this happened, it leveled back out, and I started putting on weight and muscle, and I probably have the fastest growth spurt in human history, maybe, because I just like I shot right up, not instant, but started putting on weight, and then came muscle, and like I am as exactly as I should be, and I was cleared so well that I even started to play football, and absolutely no setbacks, no anything. Like it was just he did such a great job, and I still know his name.
What is it?
I don't think I should say it because
Yeah, you
I
shouldn't
wasn't
say
allowed
it.
to meet him. I wasn't allowed to meet him, and like for the respect of what he did for me, I haven't even. I could probably look him up on Google and find a picture of him, and I don't want to. I respect the man so much because he did save my life.
Yeah.
And I played football. I never really liked wrestling. I know it's like the best sport you could play, but I mean, I never. But plus, I went to the JVS,
Yeah.
so I couldn't. But I tried to join the Army and the Marines, and they said with the metal plate in my head that I have no chance of doing that, just because medical disqualification.
Yeah.
But when I was in the hospital, I spent probably 3 months. It could be 6. I don't know. But this children's hospital had a big playroom, as expected with a children's hospital,
Yeah.
And in this playroom is like, there was a TV stand, vertical, not really wide, and it had a TV on it, and an Xbox 360. So, with all this, bedtime, I spent a lot of time playing the 360 in the playroom, and they offered if I wanted to bring it into my room, and I did. And your dad brought me Halo.
I remember
It
that.
began there. Huh?
I remember that. He told me about
Oh,
it.
you remember that. I thought you said you didn't know that. Yeah, your dad brought me Halo 1, Halo CE. It really started there, I played Halo while I was in the hospital. It kept my mind active, kept me occupied. And that Christmas, actually the Christmas after, I asked for an Xbox 360. And I got it. And actually, I don't know if that's true. I think your dad let me have the Xbox. I ended up giving it back to him. And on the console, he had, or not on the console, but he had Halo and Doom 3. after 360, I mean, I stayed with it. It started with Halo at this horrible time in my life, which is also the time that my life turned all the way around for the absolute better health-wise.
Yeah.
And it started with Halo, and my dad took me to, we started at GameStop, but I think that it was EB Game that we went in, and we were looking for a video game. He said, you know, you got this 360, what game do you want for Christmas? And everything worked out so very well, because we came around to this game, and I told him, I held it up to him, and I said, hey, look, this guy's got a chainsaw on his gun. Got Gears of War.
You're cutting out bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like you say something
I mean,
like
I'm
Gears.
pausing in my story. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
don't pause.
constantly
Just
talking.
yeah, you have to like. All right.
Because I have to activate my mic again, but. Hey, call.
See, you just cut it out again.
I know. I can't do nothing about it.
All right.
We're doing cross-platform here. So, I showed him and started on Gears of War, which I kept Halo and Gears of War as two of the main games that I would always, forever, and still play. And I think that it really solidified my place as Xbox when a few years later I was looking at pre-ordering Halo 4. I think it was Halo 4. It might have been Halo 3. No, it was Halo 4. So I was looking at pre-ordering Halo 4, and I went into Game Store and I asked the people. It was a worker, and he also had a friend there. They were talking nerdy stuff. So I asked him. I was like, "Hey, I need a game that I can keep replaying. I don't play online." And they said, "Look, we got the best game that you can ever get." They showed me, oh man, I forget what it was, that he showed me this or that, and one of them was Skyrim. So he said, look, this is a world and a disc. I said, yeah, but can I replay it? He said, it's all open world. I didn't know what that meant at the time, but when I started playing Skyrim, I never turned back. I never turned back from Xbox. And this game actually, what did you say? Your friend gave you something?
Yeah, GTA 5.
Yeah, my friend let me download the 3 DLCs for Skyrim. It was like a file share. He put his profile on my console, and he downloaded, I think it was Hearthfire, Dragonborn, and not Solstheim. Dawnguard. The Dawnguard DLC. He gave me all 3 of them, and that's I still to this day play Halo, Gears of War, and Skyrim. These are the 3. I mean, 2 of them are actually just franchises. Halo, after that I got Halo every year for Christmas. Gears of War, I got Gears of War 2, Gears of War 3, after Halo 3 as well. And
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think I played Halo 2 during those years. I just went right to Halo 3, and then I think it was Halo Wars. But I followed those 2 franchises, and still I'm actually going to make a YouTube video of Skyrim tonight.
Yeah.
My legendary playthrough. But like you said, you went to your friend's house and you were playing like a 360, I used to go to my friend's house whenever we would ride bikes, and I would play his GameCube. So,
Mm.
besides those, that's a really big story. That began my gaming career. Uh, I I've always liked PlayStation. I never really had a problem with PlayStation. I mean, that was way back in PlayStation 2, but I liked it, and I even dabbled a little bit in a PC. Ain't nothing better than being offline, and the only two things on PC that you can play, or no, like four, is Paint, Minesweeper, that card game, and I thought there was another one, but that's pretty much it. I did that at Grandma's too. Like, she had all three of those on the computer back there. And, I mean, at a turning point in my life, I really don't think that I would have had it any other way. I didn't really have as much outdoor stuff as you did, but I think it made up for it because, you know, everybody has their own path.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's me. And you know what? I don't know if there's a way to answer this, but I can't tell you how many hours I have on Skyrim. I mean, it's got to be so much. I don't even know how to calculate it. There would be times that I would get home from school and like 4 days a week, I would just be like 5 o'clock to like 10 and 12 of just Skyrim. And I made like, I kept the same characters going. That was back whenever I actually burnt once because I left it on and fell asleep. It got to the point where the load screens were never ending. I bought Skyrim 5 whole times. I bought it once when I broke it, once when I lost it, once when I switched from 360 to Xbox One. Actually, just again to have an extra copy immortalized. And then I put it onto my console. I bought the digital copy. I mean, that was like over 10 years. I just kept Skyrim going. So,
Yeah, that's the story. That's my story. Yeah,
that's about it.
it's a really good one. Do you want to talk about something more about games? Cause like it's games, bro. We probably have way more stuff to talk about. I mean, I do.
Right now I'm sitting with probably 100 games on my console, like digital copy. Plus
From my
like
PS4
about
and
10 more.
PS4 and PS5 in total, I probably have like 40.
Yeah. I mean, I got a lot of small games. Those aren't all, you know, $60 games. That'd be absolutely crazy.
Yeah, mine are like usually like 40, 20.
Like, a lot of my games are free. A lot of my games are like $3. I just started playing Crypt of the Serpent King, which is like really old, which I'm actually able to cheese the game a bit because of my big brainness. But yeah, I just
Do you wanna
gaming has.
you wanna give a top 10 list of our favorite
No,
games?
hold on. Gaming has always just like really held a very special place in my heart. Like it got me out of one of the darkest times in my life, and I feel that it still does that sometimes.
Yeah.
So, top 10 games for me in my life. It starts with Halo. Halo is the number one. Actually, number one is contested with the 3 games. The 3 game franchises, really. So, we'll skip 1, 2, and 3 because I cannot put a top 1, 2, and 3 on Halo, Gears of War, and Skyrim. They've all just like they've been the trio, the trio that started it all, and I mean it's still going strong. played Gears 5. I played Halo 5. Skyrim 5. No, The Elder Scrolls 5. 5, god dang. But, as for number 4, let's say... Oh yeah, I had a Game Boy too. Like, my dad got me and my sister, like, both a blue... I had a blue, and she had a silver Game Boy. We played Dig Dug. We played, like... I had a racing game that was, like, really old. But it's, like... I think the top car that I always picked was, like, a Ferrari. And it was red or yellow. And, we never had Pac-Man. But Chelsea got the, I think she got a DS. I didn't. I think that's when I got a console. But, number 4 down the list. I wasn't ready for this.
Want me to do mine first?
I've not really always been an Assassin's Creed person, so I'll put that at like 7. My least favorite game, you know what, I got a stack of games over here. Mostly always stayed the same.
Can I say mine?
Yeah.
So my favorite game of all time has to be Left 4 Dead, number 1. Left 4 Dead 2. Yeah, it's my first ever game. That's what got me into gaming. My friend in that game. And plus, it was really fun, honestly. You there? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Can you not hear me?
Oh, now I can. I'm just gonna say this. In my top 10, Halo is in there. Because my uncle. You'll see which Halo it is, though. So
number 7, what did I say was number 7? Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Number 6 is probably Doom. All of them. Number 4, I'll just go PUBG just to put it on the list. Number 5. Actually, no, I can't even close the game because, like, I got a list of games. Let me actually say yours, and I'll be right back. I'm not gonna, like, leave the party, but I'm gonna go check out the games list, and I'll get the last 5.
Alright, gotcha. So, my favorite game of all time is Left 4 Dead 2. It put me in a place where I really love gaming. Yeah. Number 2 is probably Grand Theft Auto 5, GTA 5. That was my second ever game I've ever had, and I really enjoy it. But unfortunately, I don't have the game right now. If I could, I probably would. I'm probably gonna get it soon again and log into my account because I'm high level. Level 3. Well, number 3 is probably. These are probably gonna be most Xbox games because I grew up on an Xbox. So, number 3 is probably gonna be. Counter-Strike probably. Number 3 is probably not number 3 actually. Hang on. Number 3 is probably gonna be Resident Evil 2, 1998. Cause my what was I gonna say? My uncle is 28 now, 29, but he had it on his Xbox when he got it in 2001, and I really enjoyed that. So Resident Evil 2 is number 3. Number 4 is The Last of Us.
Oh, man,
Last of Us.
God damn.
Last of Us is a really good one. Yeah, I still played that one on the Xbox too. That was number 4. Number 5 is probably going to be StarCraft. I enjoyed that one. Number 6 is probably going to be Fortnite. I always loved that when I got the PlayStation, Xbox One, and yeah, still love it. Number 7 is going to be Warcraft 3. I enjoyed it with my uncle. We had some good times on that game. Number 8 is probably, hang on. Let's see here. I don't know. Number 8 would probably be Resident Evil 4. No, actually, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Because my uncle got me into that game, and I would non-stop play that with him. Multiplayer. Um, I wanna
Whenever you're
know.
ready for mine.
Alright, well, Minecraft's probably number 9. I used to play that just by myself, Xbox 360. I used to build around and stuff when I was younger. Yeah. And number 10.
Just snort.
Yeah. Clogged up. Probably number 10. Probably number 10's Tom Clancy's Splinter.
Splinter Cell?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to play that.
Yeah, 2005. Yeah, it was either that or Portal 2. It was hard. But yeah. Aren't you surprised I said Halo in my top 3?
Yeah.
Halo, it was what would we play again? I forget what. It was Halo, frick, I forget what it was called. I knew it was Halo. Frick. Hang on, it's gonna come to mind. Yes, that what it was. It was Halo Combat Involved.
Combat Evolved.
Evolved, yeah. That was my top 3. It came out 2001.
Yeah, that's Halo CE.
Yeah, it came out 2001. My uncle had it. He gave it to me because he was a, like, not really, like, he was a Gears guy and a Call of Duty guy, Modern Warfare 2. He doesn't play Gears no more. He plays Warzone and crap. He grew up. I was gonna actually do, in my top 10, I was actually gonna say Final Fantasy.
I played one of those, and, like, after somebody explained to me, like, kind of how the story goes in those games, I don't want to play another one.
I like Final Fantasy.
They're all, like, completely different stories, but, like, only the same universe or something.
And my honorable mention.
Okay, well, I got the list for me.
Alright, well, my honorable mention is Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Your Zombies was the best ever. I swear, it was so fun. Alright, you go.
So, I don't know how many I already have, but going down from number 1 is, my number 1 game is probably Halo. It got me through the worst time almost single-handedly. Second is Gears of War. Third is Skyrim. Fourth is, probably, what do I got here? Probably Halo Wars. Number 5, Fallout. I like the Fallout 4 a lot. Can't wait for 5. Number 6, probably Doom. 7, I did say Assassin's Creed, but I'm gonna go with Shadow of War. It's like it's actually just like Assassin's Creed, but Lord of the Rings, and I had to have that in there. Number 8. I don't know what I put here for MC or something. Number 8, just put Doom again. Number 9 is, I didn't collect. 10, Assassin's Creed. If I didn't say that already, I don't have a physical list in front of me. Like, Assassin's Creed is really good, especially with Valhalla and Black Flag. I played a lot of. I really liked the ship combat. Like, it was very smooth. And my honorable mention, I did say 10, right?
No.
I think I did. I think 10 was Assassin's Creed. I don't know. Somebody
No,
wrote it down.
Assassin's. I forgot.
Sounded.
Creed. What is that? Assassin's Creed, whatever. You put that as 7.
No, 7 was Shadow of War.
Oh,
I don't know. Continue, because like I don't know. I don't even know what I said. My honorable mention is whatever that beach game was. Like, somebody figure it out and tell us, because even I would like to know. I would like for the fans, whoever's watching, to go and figure it out and watch some videos of it. If there aren't, I'd like to make it. But that was my first PC game, Besides, you know, the other ones like Minesweeper and Pinball, cards.
Yeah.
So my honorable mention is that beach game. I can't give you the name, so if you're interested, go find it out for yourself. Because then you get to like see the screenshots of whatever I was talking about. I can actually still almost see it. If I see it again, it'll be so friggin' nostalgic. But other than that, anything else?
No, not really. I mean, how long was this? 45 minutes? Wasn't expected, bro. Dude, our
I didn't
freaking
expect that either. That's a nice one.
is that
And it's
good?
been like full of nice stories. Yeah, it's good. We've been talking.
I mean, our longest one was the stupid one. What was it again?
I got no idea.
I forget. It was an hour and 5 minutes, and it was I'm surprised this wasn't like 2 hours, bro.
Okay, so I think it's good that we cut it off at 45. You want to do outros?
Yeah, you do it.
Well, everybody, my name is King Purple 5. Oh my goodness, I forgot to tell you where I got the King and the 5 from. Can I tell them real quick?
Yeah.
I
You
told
forgot to put
guys that we
Skyrim in the
started
top 10.
No, yeah, I did. That was one of the top 3.
Oh yeah, you did. Never mind.
Yeah, I couldn't forget that. Yeah, my name comes from Skyrim and our last name, King Purple 5. When I was playing Skyrim, you know, it started with Halo, it started with Gears of War, and when it got to Skyrim, it was all open world. So I did whatever I wanted. And what I did was I eventually, over the course of like however many years, almost 10, I became Thane in every hold. And this was all on the 360. I became Thane in every hold, and at that point, if you control that much, I called myself the True High King, because the True High King holds court over the 9 Jarls, or however many Jarls I have. However many Jarls, and I thought of myself as the True High King, so my name was first THK Purple 73, 73 being the number of my high school football team. Like, my number on the team was 73. And 5 during this is actually a completely different story. Like, if we ever go over tattoos, I got a story for 5. But 5 is also the Elder Scrolls 5, which is a V starts the first letter of my last name and his. So the V and the purple are both 1, and King comes solely from Skyrim, so my name is just full of symbolism. And with that being said, my name is King Purple 5, here at Purple 5 Productions, and you're watching Purple 5 Podcast. Go ahead and leave a like for us, subscribe for you, comment anything useful, anything you want to hear, anything that you want us to maybe play, something cross-platform preferably, so me and him can sit in a lobby like this and do this other places. We have a lot more to come with the podcast, a lot more stories, a lot more debates. Isn't it after this, or is it after like 10 that we did the verses?
It's after this, so episode 6 to episode 19. And this is episode 5, so...
Episode 6 to episode 19 is all about verses.
Yes.
Like, we have a lot of things to discuss, and a lot of things, like, everything that we have has, like,
This is going good.
Conversation in it.
This is going good.
It is. It is. So, please stay tuned, consider subscribing, leave a like so we can boost the algorithm and other people can find us. Comment anything useful. Over to
Spin your
him,
boys.
and then back to me.
Spin your boys. It's your boy GTR
Right.
Knox. Yeah, leave a like for me,
King
subscribe for you,
Purple
comment anything useful. You say your outro. I mean, we have the same outro because we're the Violets, you know what I'm saying? And we get every right to
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you guys have a good day. New podcast coming either tomorrow or the day after. This was actually probably our best podcast we have ever done. So yeah, leave a like and just comment down below what podcast we should do after the series of like verses. Yeah.
I'm thinking of something like maybe like the last words we say could be "Stay golden."
Yeah, you guys gotta stay golden, no rainbow pride.
Stay golden.
You gay people out there. I'm kidding. We love y'all. But stay golden.
Y'all are silver.
Stay golden. Stay shine. And yeah, it's been your boys. Peace.
Stay